What is going on, guys? Um, I am practicing my general orders because you have to say them verbatim. Um, for people who are going into the military, especially the Marine Corps, you have general orders that you have to know, 11 of them. And so, my suggestion to you is to make sure you practice those and get those down packed. So far, I'm still trying to recall everything from my head um, without looking at the paper. So when you're in boot camp and stuff like that, the DIs are going to be coming up to you and they're going to be like screaming at you like, "Hey, what's your 11th general order? What's your second general order? Third general order?" Um, right now, for my schooling, they just have you, standing at attention, and you just basically you say all 1 through 11, and you can't mess up not once. You can't twist a word or anything like that, and you got to say it. And then there's like 4 or 5 pages worth front and back of verbatim knowledge that we go over. It's so nuts. Unfortunately, I can't talk about that knowledge, but I can talk about the general orders because that is definitely public knowledge. Um, Unclassified knowledge. So I'm gonna try it right now. That's why I'm doing this video, is because to see if I can get it. I always just mess up a couple words, but here we go. Okay, here we go. To take charge of this post and all government property in view, to walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on alert and observing everything in sight and hearing. See, and this is where I get mixed up because usually you can say to take, to walk, to report, to repeat, to quit, to receive, to talk, to give, to call, salute, to be. That's how I learned it, and it's hard for me to just like to keep going. Like it's hard. It's difficult. So like if you open up a tab or whatnot and go to 11 general orders for Marine Corps and just like have that available so you can see why I'm getting confused. It's just the first 2 words, and I have to say it. I want to like count on my fingers, to get it. But here we go. To take charge of this post and all government property in view. To walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on alert and observing everything that takes place within sight and hearing. To report all calls of violations of orders I am instructed to enforce. To quit my post when properly relieved. See, I would have got tore up. I've been just so this video is really just on just like the frustration of studying and just trying to get through this. I can't mess up. Can't stutter. You have to hold your bearing. Everything has to be flawless. And this is just a general orders. This is not all the other information that's on here. To take charge of this post and all government property in view. To walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on alert and observing everything in sight and hearing. It takes place within sight and hearing. To report all violations of orders I'm instructed to enforce. To repeat all calls from guardhouse. To repeat all calls from posts more distant from the guardhouse than my own. To quit my post only when properly relieved. To receive, obey, and pass on the sentry who relieves me all orders of the commanding officer, officers, and non-commissioned officers of the guard only. To talk to no one except in the line of duty. To give alarm in case fire disorder. I'm counting with my hands. It's awful. I shouldn't be doing that, but I gotta learn it somehow. To report. To take, to walk, to report, to repeat, to quit, to receive, to talk, to give, to call, to call. To call the corporal of the guard in case not covered by instruction. To salute all officers. No, to salute. Yep. To salute all officers, all colors and standards not cased. To be especially watchful at night during the times of challenging. To challenge all persons in or around my post. In or around my post. To give alarm in case fire disorder. Nope. To be especially watchful at night during the times of challenging, to challenge all persons on or near my post, to allow no one to pass without proper authority. Bam. That was it. Well, you see how I'm struggling with that now. Imagine sitting in front of my NCOs and 4 or 5 of them, and you have to say that. So that's why I'm just kind of just talking this out so I can remember this and note to keep studying. Like, I was just on Facebook, and I don't need to be on Facebook. I need to be on this. So again, this video is kind of just like me talking it out and getting it in, to keep me focused, to keep me focused. All right. So I'm gonna allow myself to do it with my hands. Here we go. To take charge of this post in all government property in view. To walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on alert and observing everything that takes place within sight and hearing. To report all violations of orders I'm instructed to enforce. To repeat all calls from posts more distant from the guardhouse than my own. To quit my post only when properly relieved. To receive, obey, and pass on the sentry who relieves me all orders of the commanding officers, non-commissioned officers of the guard only. To quit my post only when properly. To quit my post when. To quit my post only when. To quit my post only when properly relieved. Yeah. To quit my post only when properly relieved. No. To receive, obey, to talk to knowing something in the line of duty. Why was I saying? Dang. Why was I saying that? To talk to knowing something in the line of duty. Come on. To give alarm in case fire disorders. To salute. To call the corporal guard in case not covered by instructions. To salute all officers, all colors and standards not case. I'm looking at the paper right now, so I'm kind of cheating, but to be especially watchful at night during the times of challenging, to challenge all persons in or around my post, to allow no one to pass without proper authority. Oh. All right, so to take, to walk, to report, to repeat, to quit, to receive, to talk, to give, to call, to salute, to be. To take, to walk, to report, to repeat, to quit, to receive, to talk, to give, to call, to salute, to be. To take charge of this post in all government property in view. To walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on alert and observing everything that takes place within sight and hearing. To report all violations of orders I am instructed to enforce. To repeat all calls of posts. To repeat all calls of posts. To repeat all calls. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. To repeat all calls from posts more distant from the guardhouse than my own. To quit my post only when properly relieved. To be especially to receive, obey, and pass on the sentry who relieves me all orders of the commanding officer of the day, officers, non-commissioned officers of the guard only. To quit my post only when properly relieved. To quit my post only when properly relieved. To call the corporal guard case not covered by instructions. To quit, to receive, to call, note, to talk. To talk to no one except in the line of duty. So number 5 is one of the shortest. To quit my post only when properly relieved. Number 6 is, I think, one of the second longest. To receive, obey, and pass on the sentry who relieves me all orders of the commanding officer, officer of the day, officers, and non-commissioned officers of the guard only. Now, after that second longest one is to talk. To talk to no one except in the line of duty, which is another short one. So if I can remember those two, that's like 3. That's, there's 11 general orders. So there's those 3 right there. I kind of get mixed up. And after the 7th one, the 8th one, and 9th and 10th, those I have to maybe I just need to do from 5 to 10. So to quit my post only when properly relieved. To receive, obey, and pass on the sentry who relieves me all orders of the commanding officer, officer of the day, and officers and non-commissioned officers of the guard only. To talk to no one except in the line of duty. To call the corporal of the guard in case not covered by instructions. To salute all officers, all colors, and standards not case. To be especially watchful at night during the times for challenging. To be especially watchful at night during the times for challenging. To challenge all persons in or around my post. To allow no one to pass without proper authority. All right. I think I did that right. Let's see. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm at 12 minutes, and I think I'm gonna start doing a lot more videos of these. These are gonna be like super boring, guys. I highly doubt that you're still watching this. But it is for me because it helps me study. And then I'll probably get some like non-copyright music and just play it in the back, just so I can look back and be like, dang, I was studying for 4 hours on this one. I think that'll be cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop this video. I'll probably upload it. Or I'll just keep it for myself. I'll upload it. Why not? That's what my channel is for me to keep documentation on my progress toward my goals. Okay. See you guys on the next video.